心を許した友と乾杯する時のトカーガの祈りの言葉。意味は我ら血盟の同士の行く手に幸いある。
Based. Waga Seishun Arcadia is an immensely long and boring movie. It drained from me the excitement of having bought and assembled the office chair in which I currently sit, that I had been waiting to buy for 3 equally long months. Yes indeed, the drag of this movie was comparable to those 3 months, but its length allowed me to seep in its ideas, good qualities, themes and its aesthetic narrative, and my thoughts on those are detailed in this video essay. Wait, which one is Axis and which one is Ally again? At the beginning of the film, I had questioned the meaning of Arcadia, and could have easily found out with the click of a button, thanks to Pot Player's auto Google search of chosen subtitled words, but I decided to hold off on doing so, and I'm glad I did. This movie is somewhat of an aesthetic masterpiece, skillfully conveying the meaning of Arcadia throughout its incredibly long runtime. Arcadia refers to a vision of pastoralism and harmony with nature. The term is derived from the Greek province of the same name, which dates to antiquity. The province's mountainous topography and sparse population of pastoralists later caused the word Arcadia to develop into a poetic byword for an idyllic vision of unspoiled wilderness. Arcadia is a poetic shaped space associated with bountiful natural splendor and harmony. Thank you, Wikipedia. In other words, Arcadia is the vastness of the ocean, the openness of the sky, the freedom of space, and the mystery of all three. These spaces are where true freedom lies, but our ability to roam these spaces freely are limited and prohibited by the greed of those who expect something from us in exchange for this freedom, by the conceitedness of those who believe that access of this freedom is theirs to control, by the ignorance of those who do not know any better and enforce orders that restrict your access to this freedom. And where there are those that prohibit this freedom, there exist others that wish to enable sovereignty, others that wish to inspire in you the want to be free, those that ally themselves with and for freedom, and those that know what freedom is, who have experienced it themselves, and fight so that others may experience it as well. These others may not end up accomplishing much, but even convincing 1 or 2 people of it, of that intangible sense, the greater-than-thou moment, the brilliance of accomplishment, of having bested nature itself, Arcadia, even convincing 1 person of this freedom, ends up being well worth the struggle in the end.
だから君とは地球占領軍の司令官としてではなく、侍として雌雄を決したいものだとずっと思い続けてきた。
Bruh, these niggas had such a good character design that they had to use it like 3 times. Jesus Christ. The power of friendship is a staple theme in anime, and it is explored in this film yet again, but this has to be one of the more unique explorations of this theme I've seen so far. When Captain Harlock and Tochiro are introduced, they are unfamiliar with each other, but an immediate sense of kinship is formed between them, through their shared circumstances and the insignias they sport. Both are doomed to rot away on the hell that the Earth has become after being taken over by the Illumidas, and they both proudly sport the skull and crossbones insignia, the symbol of Arcadia, indicating both's baseness to each other. Shortly after a sick-ass bar fight, the two are cornered by Illumidas forces, taken down, and are put through a cool memory reading device in an attempt to prove suspicions of insurrection. They are both cleared of their suspicion, but through this process it is revealed that Harlock and Tochiro's ancestors were friends 3,000 years ago in World War II. World War II Harlock and Tochiro were also brought together by circumstance, and too were disciples of Arcadia. It was here that we learned that in Waga Seishun Arcadia, the power of friendship is generational. This is cool not only because it marries aesthetic and narrative nicely, but because it's a different take on the power of friendship. Friendship's power in anime is usually a buff to the strength of the characters in a direct way. Oh, their fire burns hotter, their magical girl sparkles hit harder. But in Waga Seishun Arcadia, friendship's power is its ability to transcend time, to go beyond spatial and temporal barriers back to the same people again. In nature, it is indirect, providing no particular buff to the characters, but bringing together the right people who make each other stronger by marrying their individual strength. In this case, it would be Tochiro's knowledge of technology, his selflessness and ability to thrive under pressure, and Captain Harlock's mechanical prowess in hand-to-hand, gun-to-gun, and ship-to-ship battles. Seeing the power of friendship being portrayed in a unique way like this was refreshing considering its ubiquity in the medium. Holy proportions, dog. While there are the occasional base moments in Waga Seishun Arcadia, and there are commendable aspects to it, the production quality is exactly what you would expect out of an 80s anime movie, class. The art and animation is fantastic. The movie was way too long. The moment-to-moment viewing experience was a slog at times because of an abundance of long panning shots. There's generally a lack of structure which ruined the pacing. Did I mention the movie was long? In fact, it was so long that I literally stopped paying attention at a couple points just to think up game mechanics and read a dream a friend had sent on a Discord server. Because of that, I can't say I love this movie as a whole. Its aesthetic presentation of Arcadia is masterful, and it showed me a new friendship power. That's all I can say I love about it. And I guess the moments I've been skashing throughout the vid, those moments are good shit too. Oh, and this one song that they played throughout the movie, the song that Eve sang, that was good shit. That was good shit. Oh wait, no, was it Eve? I think it was Megan. Oh god. Go watch Megazone 2-3 for a film series that's more space, more aesthetic, more long, but most certainly not more boring. It's a trilogy and you can find every part on YouTube. It has to be one of my favorite 80s anime and one of my favorite anime period. At the very least, it's in my top 20.
みんなよく聞け。徳川が最後の女性は今死んだ。子供を産んでくれる女性はもう一人もいない。
生体反応を消すためにみんなは
They couldn't secure a future for the white race and they had to genocide themselves. Damn.